Welcome to the backyard, folks. My name is Cosmo. You are watching Cosmo Can Cook. Today, we're going to take the brisket flat from this video up here, and we're going to cook it separately. We're going to smoke it, then we're going to sous vide it for our Souse Vide Brisket 2.0. I'm excited for this. I got a lot of great tips from you guys in the comment section of the last Souse Vide Brisket video, which will be right here somewhere. And excited to do this with you. Stick around, it's going to be another good one. Alright, so we got our brisket flat. I'm just going to trim it down like usual. Going to try to get that 1/4 inch of fat all the way around. And since this is where the point meat connected, we're going to clean this up a little bit. Probably turn most of this into burger meat. And yeah, take it from there. So here is kind of a funny looking flat. I try to make it as aerodynamic as possible. I could probably trim this back edge just a touch, just to round it out a little bit. Like I said, all of this is going into burger meat or beef tallow. There we go. So here's our flat. We're going to season it just like the point. Salt, pepper, garlic powder. And we're going to throw it on the smoker for a few hours. And then right into the sous vide overnight. All right, let's season up. 2 parts 16 mesh black pepper, 1 part diamond crystal kosher salt, and then 1/2 part garlic powder. Nice and liberal. Alright, on the top rack with our brisket flat. We got the beef tallow under it. Got a smoke tube rolling next to it. And here she will stay for the next little while. So our brisket flat is temping in the mid 160s. At this point, we can pull it out, let it rest for a little bit, let it calm down. We're gonna vacuum seal it, put it in that sous vide overnight, and then in the morning, drop the high temps of the sous vide to about 150 degrees and let it roll all day till we're ready to eat. Let's go. Alright, so this brisket flat looks absolutely fantastic. The bark on there, great. Render, not so much. We're going to achieve that in the sous vide. A little tight here, a little tight there. In the middle, a little soft, not too bad. So let's see if we can hack this thing once and for all. We're going to vacuum seal it. It's been sitting out here for about 15 minutes or so. Still hot on the bottom, but it'll be fine. I've got the sous vide primed and going inside. So we're going to vacuum seal, double bag, because we do not want this bad Larry to leak. And then we're going to throw it in there and let it roll tonight at 194. Here we go. So when it comes to sous vide, I like to double seal my bags. That means you got one stripe, two stripe. It's a backup in case this one goes. This one will still keep it sealed. As far as the bag goes, take the first 4 or 5 inches, turn it inside out. This is where you're going to be sealing, so you don't want any salt, pepper, garlic powder, tallow, anything like that interfering. You just want the bag nice and clean so that way you get a good clean seal. So now we're good to go right in the bag. That is still pretty hot. Woo! Burning my fingers. Good night. So for an added layer of security and peace of mind, I'm not only double sealing, but I'm also double bagging it. Well, sorry about the bad lighting, folks. It's a cloudy day in Arizona, which doesn't happen often, so we're gonna make the best of it. Our sous vide brisket flat is done. I sous vide it overnight at 194, and about I think 7 or 8 o'clock this morning I dropped that temp down to 150. So just held it there all day long. It's been basically a heated rest in the sous vide, and now it's time to slice on in and see how this came out. Hopefully it's not too windy on that microphone there. Looking good. Not too much juice came out of this one, so that's already different from the last one we did. Let's see. Alright, remember we did double bag this. We didn't want it to leak in the sous vide, so let's go ahead and pop open the first bag, which did not leak, so that's awesome. Ooh, feels tender. Tender as all get out. I think I'm almost stuck my finger right through it, through the plastic. Oh, she is tender. Oh man, looks good. Remember, we did achieve a little bit of a bark on there using that smoke tube in just a good amount of time in the smoker. The vacuum seal is still intact, which is always good. Let me get some paper towel here. There we go. Nice and easy. Moment of truth. Oh yeah, I am not mad at that at all. It looks fantastic. Decent bark. Fat is super, super rendered. Super jiggly. Yeah, looks great. I think we nailed it this time, folks. Let me clean this up a little bit, and then we'll get slicing. Well, the storm's coming, so we're gonna have to kind of hurry this up. But let me know what you guys think. It looks fantastic. Compared to the last one we did in the sous vide, 100% better. So remember, this is the piece that was underneath the point muscle. So the point would have been sat right here. And this is the traditional flat. That's why there's that fat cap still on there. So I think I want to slice it right here. Let's see what she looks like in there. It's kind of a center cut slice. Let's see. Oh, looks like a perfect brisket. I mean, yeah. Look at that. It looks fantastic. Good color on the fat. Very, very tender. What about this other section? So yeah, there's just that little bit of point that got left behind. A little bit of point, and there's the fat, and then you're flat down here. It looks so good. Probably could have taken this fat cap a little bit lower, but that's fine. I'm not mad at it. So look at this flat. Might fall apart. Yep, this fall apart. Oh, this one might be better. Nope, they're falling apart. Will it hold up on its weight? Probably not. It does. Look at that. Tender, yeah. Tender as all get out. Flavor's really good. The seasoning is much better this time around. It's a little bit drier because it is the flat, but man, it is good. My daughters are gonna eat this up. That fat just melts. Super tasty. How about some flat burnt ends over here? Well, you know theirs are going to be good because they're just falling apart. Will that focus? Yeah. Oh my word. That's the bite. Not bad at all. Super tasty. The easiest way to make a brisket ever. Hands down. Yeah, that is really good. I mean, these little pseudo burnt ends that just, look at that. They just fall apart. It's gonna be a big bite. I don't regret it. So simple. So tasty. Just a really, really easy way to maximize your brisket. The meat waste was next to nothing. I don't waste anything anyway. You saw the tallow being made in the smoker. The amount of meat trim I had was very little. Because we separated the muscles, we were able to utilize most of the brisket. So you won't have as much trim left over for burgers, but more brisket is never a bad thing. I mean, come on. Oh. Losing it. I gotta quit watching myself in the little side viewer so I can look at you guys and not be a narcissist and stare at myself. You guys, me. You guys, me. So whenever you see me talking to the camera and I'm looking like this, I'm just staring at myself. But now I'm just staring at this brisket. God, it's good. I ate before I shot this. I was so full. I can't stop eating it. Okay, one last piece. Usually, I'm a texture person. I don't like all this fat on top. Watch this. Can't even tell it's there. It literally melts away. Wow. Alright, folks. This is special thanks to you guys. In the comments, you said, hey, next time you do a smoker, then a sous vide, take it up to about 160 internal, and then finish it in the sous vide. I said, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. So I did it. Thanks to you guys. Came out perfect. Sous vide 2.0. It's the move. Cook it to 160 in the smoker. That smoke tube helped. I could tell there's a massive smoke ring on here. There we go. Here's a piece. Let's see if that smoke ring will come up. Yeah, there's a massive smoke ring on here. That smoke tube really made a difference. Alright, folks, I'm gonna enjoy this last piece while you go down and hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Cosmo Can Cook, and let me know what you guys are cooking or what you want to see me cook next. Until next time, be safe, have fun out there. We'll see you in the backyard. Mash